Class 1 Introduction. I learned about the joyfulness chart and how to find the golden ticket. Class 2 Positive Psychology. I learned that to obtain a good life, you have to use your signature strengths every day. Class 3 Flourishing. I found out that my signature strengths are curiosity, judgment, appreciation of beauty, and playfulness. Class 4 Achieving Authentic Happiness. I learned that gratitude improves positive memories and forgiveness diffuses bitterness and negative memories. Class 5 How of Happiness. I learned that what determines happiness is 50% set point, 40% intentional activity, and only 10% circumstances. Class 6 PERMA Positive in Love 2.0. I learned that there are many benefits to positivity, and the positivity ratio, which is 3 positive emotions to 1 negative emotion, enhances flourishing. Class 7 PERMA Flow. I learned that to obtain flow, you must pick an activity that requires skill, participate effortlessly, have clear goals, get immediate clear feedback, have concentration, have a sense of control, have a loss of self-consciousness, and a transformation of time. I realized I enter flow when I do art. Class 8 PERMA Meaning and Achievement. I learned that meaningfulness is a pillar of PERMA, and it means that you have a purpose greater than yourself. And achievement is another pillar of meaning, your personal accomplishments. Class 9 Happiest Place. I learned that Denmark is the happiest place on earth, and there are many things that contribute to it, but one we talked about was thriving, which refers to people who rate themselves very high and believe they will be happier in the next 5 years. Class 10 Why we do what we do. I learned that intrinsic motivation produces richer experience, better conceptual understanding, improved problem solving, and greater creativity. With that, I realized that I do a lot better on my art projects when I'm intrinsically motivated. Class 11 Self-determination theory. I learned that when you meet the 3 basic psychological needs, which are autonomy, competence, and relatedness, it will lead to greater intrinsic motivation. Class 12 Time Phantom. I was shocked with this lesson and how busy we are as Americans. I thought it was crazy that we don't take our vacation time, and we have actually increased our work hours when in reality, with our technology, it should be reduced. We wear busyness as a badge, and it's kind of sad. Class 13 Take Back Your Time. I learned that because parents are becoming more busy, they are overscheduling their children, and a lot of important family connections are being ruined. Class 14 Building a Good Life in the Digital Age. We discussed how technology provides the potential of improving interpersonal relationships, but overconnectedness leads to psychological and emotional disturbances, diminishing face time with personal relations. Class 15 Intentional Families. I learned that only intentional families have a fighting chance to maintain connectiveness and meeting. To have an intentional family, you have to be intentional, which comes from family rituals. Class 16 Family Rituals. We talked about how important family rituals are and shared some from our childhood. It got me thinking a lot about what I want to include in my future family, but the one I loved the most was looking at the anniversary as the family's birthday and including the kids in it because it's important to them too. So that was pretty cool. Class 17 Last Child in the Woods. We talked about how kids are playing outside less, and that disconnect from nature diminishes use of senses, causes attention difficulties, and produces higher rates of physical and emotional illness. I find this really sad because I remember playing outside a lot as a kid and it helped me a ton, but my younger siblings are not playing outside. Class 18 The Experience Economy and Experience Staging. I learned that businesses that stage experiences are more successful in the new experience economy, and to make their experience meaningful, they use the acronym THEME. Class 19 Fostering Empathy. Developing an outward and mindset requires us to see self-betrayal and requires us to get out of the box by embracing the humanity of people. Class 20 Design Thinking. We did the spaghetti tower for this lesson. It is so cool to see how with a group of people you can solve a problem and you can build off each other's ideas to produce the best solution. My roommate was very good at this one. Class 20 Designing Your Life Intro. I found it interesting that 80% of people don't know that what they're passionate about until they try it, and a great place to start is with your life and work view. Class 22, Wayfinding and Odyssey Plans. I learned that good time journaling, mind mapping, and alternate 5-year planning are important techniques for getting unstuck in life planning. Doing the activities gave me a good idea of the different options I have. Class 23, Prototyping. I learned that learning from professionals about their schooling and career paths is very important. Doing the interviews helped me realize some things that I wouldn't like about my top career choice. Class 24, Choosing Happiness. Finally, I learned that life design choices require narrowing the list, choosing discerningly, letting go, and moving on. I just need to take the first step. Thank you so much for this wonderful class, and thanks for being our TA. Have fun and have a great summer.